Hey guys, I'm Monk Bubba. Hope you're having a good day. Today I am here to play FNaF 4, and I am going to do the challenge modes of this game. Starting off with blind mode, Mad Freddy, Insta Foxy. Even though this one would probably be easier, but I want to do this one first because I hate myself. I'm predicting that this isn't going to take me that long, but we'll see the playtime at the end of this when I'm all done. So without further ado, let's do it. I wonder what caused that. That's kind of weird. Man. I mean, I guess just gonna have to expect that to happen sometimes, but still sucks. That's where the RNG comes in. On this one is with Bonnie and Chica because of this asshole. Hey guys, Wonk over here to do a voiceover thing for my run of blind mode, Mad Freddy, Insta Foxy. I wanted to do this to make it a little more interesting since it's just a black screen, so I figured I'd come on and talk about stuff, strategy, and some other things. I'll start this off by talking about the strategy to make this sort of a pseudo guide on this mode. If you see the playtime on my timer up top, you'll see this really didn't take me very long. I did maybe 5 total attempts before beating this. I'll show the runs I recorded earlier in this video. But yeah, this was pretty easy, and I wasn't expecting it to take me long, but it was still way easier than I thought it would be. So to start the night, you want to go to the closet and hold it closed for 7 seconds, and you'll have to flick your mouse to the right briefly to make sure you can actually click the closet. Why 7 seconds? Well, that's just the right amount of time to push back Foxy while still giving you enough time to deal with everything else. After the closet, you want to go to the bed and flash Freddy. What I like to do is after returning from the closet or doors, I wait for the click of the flashlight, then I flick down to really make sure I get to the bed. After doing Freddy, you want to do the doors. Which door you go to first doesn't really matter. I do left first, but you can do either. You want to wait to hear breathing for about 3 seconds before flashing and running back. After doing both doors, you want to go back to the bed and flash Freddy again. That's pretty much it. FNaF 4 as a whole operates on a cycle. Just this thing has a different cycle. To recap the cycle, it's closet, bed, doors, and bed again. Just repeat this until 4 AM and you should have few issues. The most annoying thing about this night is that you'll sometimes die to Bonnie or Chica after dealing with Freddy, and there's really nothing you can do to prevent it. But that's really the main difficulty of this phase. Nightmare's part is fairly straightforward. You just kind of want to run it how you normally would do it. Wait for about a second for him to stop running in case he doubles back. There's some interesting stuff regarding how to tell when a laugh is fake, but it doesn't show up during this run, so I'll talk about it in my blind mode all nightmare video. And that's pretty much it for the strat. This mode is fairly simple, all things considered. Blind mode seems super intimidating, but it's really not that hard to keep track of your current location, in my experience. Just click where you would expect the place to be, and you'll go there. The main exception is at the start of the night when you need to go to the closet. You're facing the left door, so if you click the center of the screen, you won't go to the closet. There is one time when I get lost, which you'll see later in this run at around 5 AM. But overall, blind mode wasn't an issue for me. Moving on now to future plans, and don't worry, I'm not quitting, but I do want to talk about what I'm planning next. Soon after this video, I'll beat blind mode on nightmare and upload it. That video will be the same style as this with the voiceover because it's still just a black screen. After that though, I probably won't make a video like this again unless I do another blind challenge, which I'm not planning on doing. I'm only doing it for this video and my next video because 6 minutes of gameplay with a black screen would not make for an entertaining video whatsoever. My next video after blind mode on nightmare will be sister location 1020 mode. Don't expect to see that video soon though, for obvious reasons. After that, I'll take a break from videos and 100% FNaF 6. But after I do that, it'll be time for 50-20 mode. After 50-20 mode, I'll work on doing fan games. I'm honestly a little bit scared of sister location 1020. That one's going to be a lot harder than FNaF 2 1020 and these 2 FNaF 4 challenges. But it does seem relatively doable, which is much unlike 50-20 mode. I am terrified of 50-20 mode. I just don't know if I can handle committing to one mode for 30 to 40 hours. That's going to take several hours to even learn how to do the beginning of the night. and even when I have that consistent, it'll still take many hours to get good enough to finish the whole run. I will do everything in my power to beat it, but it may take me a while. Coming up here is my mistake where I got lost. What happens is Nightmare Ren left after I cleared him from the bed, so I try to go back to the door and I cannot. So I flick down to try to go to the door again, and I still can't. I flick down once more, and only then can I go to the door, and I somehow do not die. I think what happened is I flicked down too many times after clearing Nightmare from the bed. So I turned back towards the room, and then immediately went to the bed again. Then, when I flicked down, it didn't go low enough, so it didn't count. But ultimately, it didn't matter, because I was still able to close the door on him, and somehow still win the run. So with that, I have nothing else to say for this voiceover, so I'll let you just see the rest of the run. Thank you for watching this far. I'm dead. I'm definitely dead.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
What? How did I not die? I waited like 10 seconds to go close the door on Nightmare and I didn't die. That's all of my luck in my entire life used up right there. How did I not die? What? I don't know, man. Um anyway, so that took me like 5 tries. So as I predicted, was not very difficult whatsoever. Um you would have heard my voiceover and that would have said most of the things I have to say here at the end. So I'm just gonna end this by saying stay tuned for my blind mode all nightmare video that should be coming out shortly after this one. And I thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Also, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.